By the
As soon
way,
as people hear it's the MOGL, they get excited about it because they'll be like, it's the MOGL, right?
the
They're like,
MOGL.
it's.
The mogul.
No, cause you sound like you're asking.
It's the mogul.
There we go. That's much better. That's what's happening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wow, welcome everyone, from wherever you are, from where you're listening to. My name is Khanya Klerz. I make music and I play around with sound. I interview often. I interview a whole lot of other musicians, people that make music and play around with sound. And this week, it's definitely one of them. I was just teaching him how to say the MOGL properly.
The MOGL.
And that's pretty much how you say the MOGL properly. Only right now I have a British woman saying it. If you're saying it, you will say it with a little bit of enthuse, a little bit of how these kids refer to it as saying it with your chest. Wow, it's so amazing being old these days. And speaking of being old, today we are going to feel a whole lot old. I have to say, my guest, my artist feature, my focus for this week is somebody who, when I was his age, I was not as dope as he is. So I'm just fearful for what is coming from the future. I'm very fearful for what is coming because I don't think the game is ready. I know I hype the people up a lot, but you really just gotta, you know what? Let me just play something, and then after that, I think he should introduce himself.
I was just sitting there thinking.
Yeah.
By the way.
Alright, cool. I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, let's do this, shall we? Mystery guest, please reveal yourself.
So, who am I?
Yeah. Who are you? What do you do? The 3 W's that I normally ask people. Do that.
What do I do?
Yeah, that and...
I'm M-Wxrd.
Uh-huh.
I'm Misali Mapasa. I go by M-Wxrd. I'm a rapper.
Exactly.
I rap, of course. So, yeah, I'm a 16-year-old rapper turning 17.
The MOGL.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that's all I can say. Who am I? I'm the brightest silver lining. You know, I am the stone that the builder refused. You know...
Get your boondocks on, fam. Exe.
And yeah, that's M-Wxrd.
That's M-Wxrd. Alright, M-Wxrd.
I just go hard on every beat. A lyricist, if I may say. And yeah, that's how I'd like to describe myself.
That is awesome.
The MOGL.
Right. Before we get into more questions, I would like for you to introduce the next song that we're going to play, if you don't mind.
Thank you for having me. This is...
Yep. I'm really thinking that they're starting to get it now. It's the MOGL.
The MOGL.
We're having too much fun with this. We've got a show to do, bro. My spare power, man. Let's go. The first track.
So, my first track...
Yeah, that one.
A Piece of Me.
A piece.
I don't even know where to start. I really don't know where to start. But I can remember the first time I heard that beat, the first time I heard that sample. I remember going crazy about it, and I was like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. I will record this. I will write, record, and drop this. And I did all of that within a week.
That's impressive.
I was very excited about it. a piece of me. So when it came to writing on this beat, on that specific beat, I was like, yo, this is some type of nostalgic vibe. The sample, it's amazing. Like, I just fell in love with it. So when writing on that beat, I was like, yo, I just have to spit. Just spit, bro. I mean, it's what you do on a daily. So I just did that. What I wanted to do with that beat, okay, with that specific song, like, I just wanted to say, yo, this is me. I'm here now, and you can expect to hear more.
Oh, yeah.
That was basically what I wanted to say with A Piece of Me. And I titled it A Piece of Me because, you know, at times I'm a very egotistical person, and in most of my rhymes, I'm just feeling myself. I'm like, yo, who can touch me?
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess it just comes with being a rapper.
Yeah, because when you're a rapper, you're on that
Yeah.
shit.
Most rappers just have that ego. Like, that's like, yo, I'm here, I can spit, pretty dope. So what you got to say about that? You know?
And that's the song.
So yeah, that's basically what I can say about A Piece of Me.
So many roses gone. I took the blame for you. I guess I was the one. You used to sleep in notes and class. I'd wink my eye and laugh. Those days went by so fast.
By the way,
Now check this out, let me move from the scenic route. Let me show off some admiration. The slums on the dirty south. Let me take a moment of time to show smiles with that cotton mouth. On my niggas as high as kites with the wrath of a dragon's mouth. And we living all in the moment. Fast actions without a doubt. Moving quicker than immigrants. Moving away from drought. On the way we get kings disease. And you know I'm talking about gout. And we still looking rich as hell. It ain't even all about clout. So what's the deal? The one goal is to stack the meals while we passing over that world like receipts of the shopping till. So now I'm putting in work and I'm moving without a deal. Preaching out independence, we grinding to get our meals.
it's
She said that we were
Right. Yeah.
I had a dream about maybe killing the scene. I'm already posing a threat, so I guess it's just what it seems. I'm afraid of that disappointment a lot more than other things. So I'm working just twice as hard just to feel the control of things.
the mogul.
Pressure on me is building up seemingly. Guess I gotta just drop these bombs, terrorizing the industry. Leave these rappers breathing through wounds. I'm just sending fatalities, making sure that I'm cutting deep and I'm doing it casually. Leave my name engraved in places you ain't been before. Got a generational plan and it's what I'm living for. Fighting all my demons in transit, breaking the curse while I'm at it. Trying my best to just avoid being average. I've never been part of the masses. A solo writer riding through this madness. Navigate the booking game without an atlas. On the way you'll probably fly off to Kansas and listen to jazz. Cause that's how I ignore all this madness.
I guess it just comes with being a rapper, I guess.
You're gonna blame being a rapper on the fact that you think that just to get away from everything you have to fly off to. You know what? It's cool. Right. Tell us about what inspired you to start music. What is the thing that made you just decide, it's time. It's time for you to just kickstart this whole rap career. Stupid, or well, to some people it might not seem stupid, but it's a dream nonetheless. So what may have inspired you to start this whole thing, like from when you were writing to basically where you are right now, and obviously like the steps that you may have come across that you may have had to take in order for you to find yourself lyrically? Yeah. Could you just let us in on that?
Oh, I wrote my first track.
Yeah.
It was just basically me trying to do something. And I remember the title, it was Thunderstorms.
Oh, shit.
I wrote it Kututum.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
That explains the title.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was present when I was writing that track. I wrote it, finished it, and I was like, yo, I'm here. And I remember writing that track. What did I ask my brother?
Oh.
But it was basically a meaning of a certain word I have heard before, because I wanted to use it in a rhyme, because I was like, yo, it rhymes with what I've just said. But I forgot the word.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Then later on, 5th grade, 6th grade, I started rapping with my niggas.
No way.
Yeah, basically my nigga, it's Jay and other niggas, you know. We was out here rapping. I remember grade 6, we wrote a track, 7:45. It was basically about us being late.
Oh, shit.
And always missing the deadline, 7:45, and that's that, you know.
It's cool.
So yeah, I stopped rapping because I didn't stop. Yeah, I didn't stop necessarily, but yeah, I was just not there. At the time, it just felt like, yo, this was just a phase. Past that, fast forward, grade 8, 9, 10. Grade 10, there's a lot of rappers at school.
Oh,
you know?
shit.
And I started chilling with those niggas because I was like, yo, these niggas rap. Let's listen. And
Find out.
in a way, I was inspired.
Oh.
That's the family. That's where this all started. M-Wxrd started.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how M-Wxrd started.
Okay, well, I have a similar story. I mean, not to cut you off or anything, but I have a very similar story where it's that I'm arriving there. It's grade 8. Super psyched about Kwaito. I think Kwaito is the future because Kwaito was the future at the time.
By the way,
And now I get there and I find there are a lot of people that are now doing this whole bouncing their heads thing, and they're listening to the music that my parents said was evil and shouldn't be listened to and should never be found Khanya. So I get there and I'm like, yo, what is this? Can you guys teach me? And they're like, no, we can't teach you. You either know it, you either are it, you either feel it, or you just don't. And I'm like, okay, cool, right. How do I get better? And they're like, yo, during break, there by the sports field, people hold these ciphers. They didn't call them ciphers at the time. It's just circles where everybody just passes the mic and then spits and then passes the mic and then spits. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'd like to go there. I went there. Big mistake, because I got there and everyone was better than me. But obviously with time, I became better. I knew what I could do because I was instinctively better than many of the people that I was next to and could hear, because I was like, yo, man, if you're calling yourself a rapper, why aren't you doing it this way? And they're like, yo, why don't you write your own thing? You know, write your own thing. Let's hear what it sounds like from you. Yo. So then I started writing, and then when I started writing, I couldn't rhyme for shh, but I started writing and I managed to, put a flow together. So the thing that I had was a flow, but like terrible rhyming. And then obviously to create M3, because I was M3 at the time, to create M3, well, I became M3 after, being good. To create M3, I then went back to funding, to studying, to just being there by these books and these poetry books, these at the library. There on the second floor. I'm there. I'm trying to find a seat so I could crack open some books and figure out how words look, because I wasn't very interested in anything at that time besides the fact that I knew poetry from the previous year. And now these guys are doing it faster. So it was a lot of pressure from that. But anyway, that's how M3 came about, and as opposed to M-Wxrd. Right. So, cool. Do you want to intro the next track?
Beneath the Light, which is my second track.
Yeah, bro.
The story behind that track, it's basically me overcoming. Like for the longest time, I was down bad, no inspiration, no motivation. Like I'm just down bad. Every day is like, another day, man. You know. And at that time, I was still finding myself, and I made that track after dropping the first track. And while everyone is out here celebrating with me, like, yo, you finally did it. You finally did it. I
But
was
you
out
did,
here
though.
like, yeah, I did. But what now? I mean, I thought I was going to be good after the first track because
Nah,
I had a lot of positive feedback, but
that's not how it works.
still the same nigga. Like, yo, still got no motivation. Nothing is keeping me going. So when I listened to the beat for that track, Beneath the Light, I was like, yo, why don't I just rap about this? You know? And if you listen to the second verse of that song, I say, see, I'm inspired by
way,
all the people I've seen who have reached and obtained some things you don't casually come across.
Woo!
For every win, you supposedly take a loss, and so now I accept my L just to welcome about the dubs. Within the period of time, within the past couple months before dropping that song, I could say I have took a couple L's, which are losses, you know?
Yeah.
And
I mean, for the crowd.
all of that just led to me
The Mogul. The Mogul. The Mogul.
being very demotivated, you know? And I had a lot of stuff hit me at that moment by, yo, what are you gonna do, man? It was just a lot more internal conflict. But yeah, with that track, I'm like, yo, I'm overcoming.
Yeah.
And after dropping that song, I was like, yo, I did it again. And for me personally, I like Beneath the Light a lot more than
It's-
a piece of me. Because a
it's-
piece of me, it was just me just
The Mogul.
enjoying
The Mogul.
myself.
Yeah.
And Beneath the Light is me just reflecting. But yo, the growth. You came a long way.
As a rapper.
It was just, I don't know, an achievement for me, an accomplishment for me, because I'm not the type to easily express myself.
Join the club, fam.
Hey, I'm an artist and I can't even express myself. Hey, that's
It ain't a thing, though.
that's just different, man.
Nah. Don't worry about it. But we here, though.
The Mogul. The Mogul.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's check it out.
Soon as my name pops up, they switch lanes. The new thing of the rap game came to slang with smooth blades. But I always refrain from using rage to attend to these self-proclaimed rap gods hungry for fame. When I approach, they all ducking for safety. I swear they belong at the bottom of the food chain. And I'm on top, so I guess slaying these niggas with no remorse whatsoever is always part of my day. See, fighting pride has always been a struggle as I casually mumbled for help on a sunny day with my voice at a frequency low just to tell I'm speaking, but not enough to perceive what I'm saying and best believe. I'll brush it off with a smile and say it was nothing, as pride and ego combined is a lot more lethal than greed. Let it consume me. At worst I'll be fighting demons and probably pledging allegiance to groups I've never seen. Feelings of letting it out is probably as hard as inflicting guilt on a fiend who was brought up on tough regimes. And so I battle with that, I protect my heart, even though it probably would mean I would lose out on everything.
Most kings get their head cut off. Yeah, I'm inspired by,
By the way,
life and all sorts of things. You can say something right now and it would inspire me to write a song.
see my recent upcomings have shown indeed there is something within this kid, and I'll admit towards my goals I am running. Although I'm hardly complacent with sitting down and just waiting to get the bag, I'd rather get up on my feet and chase it. I'm inspired by all the people I've seen who have reached and obtained some things you don't casually come across. For every win you supposedly take a loss, and so now I accept my L just to welcome up all the dubs. Beneath the light there is darkness that pushes me quite the hardest, because without it I'm losing hope for a brighter day. And as I stray along I also carefully portray exactly what I want to say is beautiful as a bouquet.
Oh is.
Oh. All right, Mr. M-Wxrd.
The Mogul.
Care to speak on your influences? What got you to like and love hip hop ultimately? Yeah. What are your influences?
So my biggest influences. First things first, I give props to my older brother, because I wouldn't be the person I am without his input, his influence. I mean, okay, growing up, the only thing I heard, the only type of music I heard was either the old school R&B, jazz because of my parents, or it was rap, and that's it. I hated R&B or jazz because it was just like, yo, this is
you
so
hated it?
Like, I was more into that aggressive music, like, yo, my flow was unknown to man yet. That type of,
That shit's kind of hip hop.
50 Cent, the Candy Shop, Eminem, yo, that was very aggressive. When listening to Eminem, I remember the volume was super low, and I'd put my phone next to my ear so that my mom doesn't know about I'm listening to that type of ish, because
Parental advisory.
most probably she would start shouting at my brother, telling him that, yo,
why are you
I'm
influencing?
cursing not to say him,
Yeah.
But yeah, biggest influences. My brother had the music he played. And what he always told me, because I mean, every day is just, every day and every conversation with him is just another life lesson.
Oh, well. Respect to SK.
And that's that. Yeah, and that's that. And my other influences, I don't know, it's just the lyrical rappers. Okay, into more detail, I'd say my favorite rapper of all time, Kendrick, then Absol. Because when I listen to them and I'm out here looking at the lyrics and I'm like, yo,
TDE.
how did this nigga come up with this and say all of that so beautifully? I mean,
It's usually crazy.
Yeah. It was just amazing, man. It's just amazing. And that inspired me the most, because I was like, yo, I want to reach that level. And my first verses, listening to them now, I cringe, but I'm happy because there's improvement. I always improve. You always improve. The more you write, the more you improve.
It's called being an artist.
Ultimately, the end goal is just to be the best rapper I can be. Yeah.
M-Wxrd.
Yeah. And I'm sort of a hip-hop head, if I can say. I mean, I vibe to a lot of trap. Like, I listen to a lot of trap, and I like it. It's nice. Like, I enjoy it a lot. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. But when it comes to writing a verse and how I rap, I listen to a lot more hip-hop before I write a verse, because I'm like, yo, that's where I get my inspiration.
That old school
That's
shit.
legit where I get my inspiration. And one of my first verses were inspired by Logic. I was listening to the first Young
Sinatra,
and after that I was like, yo, this nigga just puts together bars like it's nothing, So after that I'm like, yo, I think I can put together some bars, you know, and from then on, I improved a lot more content-wise because I started focusing more on content instead of the punchlines. I mean, they're always there, but
As
comes
always,
first is the content.
yeah, it's the content.
and yeah.
It's
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Could you let us know about how you feel regarding the one question that I've always been asking, which is arts in the Eastern Cape, and how we could change that?
My views on the state of arts in Mthatha. Hey, it could be better, honestly. It could be way, way better.
Definitely.
But then, every artist has their own way of expressing themselves through what they do, you know? And I don't expect everyone to look at things how I look at them because, I mean, we're all different.
Obviously.
You know, we interpret things in different ways, you know. But the state of arts in Mthatha, I don't know. I'm not happy about it because
Fam, no one is.
we're not exposed. I know a lot of dope artists,
Oh, yeah.
rappers around here, but
it's
the ultimate goal right now is basically finishing high school, moving out, because seemingly there are no opportunities readily available around here. So
That's the
we're
thing,
just trying
like-
to get out of this town because, you know, there's no exposure.
Okay.
And yeah, that's why I'm not happy about it.
It sucks because,
Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
it really sucks because, like,
And it also goes, like what I just said also goes hand in hand to that verse for what happened. 'Cause when writing that verse, I was basically thinking about, yo, why is everything like this? More especially in the rap game, because honestly speaking, there aren't a lot of niggas that focus on rap. I mean,
like
rappers
punchlines and what
you see
yeah.
quite a lot. I mean, yeah, the ones that are popping right now,
Niggas.
they only pop because, okay, most of them have a mission, which is, yo, get your name out there. After that, then maybe you can start thinking about going all deep and shit.
Yeah, and being dope.
Yeah. Unleashing, I don't know, the true you.
Obabuntsumbu bako, yeah.
And looking at it that, like, I even know a couple, like, they just trying to sell, you know, get out there. Then after that, they can focus on trying to spit the realest stuff they can spit.
Them
Yeah.
true
It's
selves.
not as recognized if you're not up there. You know, the only thing that's popping is what's popular, what's trending. People don't really give themselves the chance to listen to local artists, you know, mostly because of, I don't know. Okay, I really don't know why. And plus, thing is, it's a lot of niggas doing this. Hey, sorry about that. It's a lot of niggas doing this.
it's the MOGL.
Yo, fam, like on the real though, like if I were to give you this beat, like I would ask you, from the bottom of your heart, like what you feel about what hip hop is and what hip hop has become. And I mean, as obviously compared to what hip hop once was. What kind of verse would you spit that would be along or aligned with the dismay that you're expressing when it comes to hip hop? Do you think you could? Do you think you have something like that's actually written or ready and us and such infinite? Like, do you have some shit? Like, do you have some shit, my nigga?
Okay, it wouldn't take much to notice we lose the focus. I got a diagnosis I wrote, we at our lowest. Even though the hunger we got should be explosive, I'm hardly impressed, these niggas must think I'm joking. Or maybe the game is rigged, I'm kinda hopeless. The shit that's mainstream is kinda sounding atrocious. I mean, some of our locals are doing better, however, it has to be dumbed down so it sounds better. All about sales and what's poppin', we've been derailed and what's stopping us is the need to comply with the game. Sounding the same and popping exotic drugs and fronting like you with blood is the only way to get love. Very conflicted, the radio time is bought too. Get a chain cop V-loan so we can floss too. Sacrificing the art is what it costs you, but we don't give a shit as long as we making boss moves. Niggas unclear with their message, I say they blocking their blessings. Trying to sound like someone else without the vibe is depressing. Maybe I'm just aggressive, that's cap, I'm highly impressive. I just don't mess with anything that don't be sounding progressive. That is fairly descriptive to what I hear when I listen to what you gotta do to make it, but I pay no attention. I got one little question that got me tossing and turning. And that is,
what happened to it? What happened to it?
The Mogul.
Shit sounds nice. Shit sounds nice. So you've been mentioning your brother this whole time. What do you think of his new release? He just dropped a new track called Black. What do you think of that?
So my first impressions of Black by Buddha SK, who happens to be my brother.
Happens to.
The first time I heard Black, it was basically, I don't know. It was basically me living through another conversation with my brother, because what he said in that piece is basically what he tells me on a daily basis.
He's genuinely
that's
on
what
this
he
shit
educates me on
every day,
on a daily basis, you know.
I know
and
you.
When I heard it, I'm like, yo, you kept it real as usual. Yeah, boo.
As usual.
And
my nigga,
it's a beautiful piece. It really is. And listening to my older brother's pieces, I'm always like, yo, I'm out here doing this on my side, and how can I match up to this? This man is out here talking about things he sees on a daily basis. I mean, that's what rapping is kind of about, but he does it so elegantly. It's like, yo, man, this is dope. So yeah, I really like it. It's one of my favorite pieces. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Let's listen to it, before we leave.
Black is the problem. So now I suffer for your lack of color. Color me funny, ingabe ndifani xa ndithi. Yeah, I really don't like those suckers. I mean, look at the world we live in. We all hate each other, no love for one another. All you get is twisted truths and lies on the news. Youth groups preaching, love your skin, stay true to the culture. Well, when I pimp my ride, I'll be sure to put Xhosa man on the side, and I'ma drive that baby with pride. However, that won't change the world or make it better, will it? No. We'll plant a seed and we'll call it ideas, and we'll See if it will grow over the years. Remember, slaves was once an idea, and look at the fruit that came out of that tree. Dreams. Dreams that resulted in all of this. Nightmare for most, but a sweet dream for some. And the sum. The sum of all problems in this equation, which cannot be subtracted, and I think we all see it, but it'll sound better when repeated. Black. Black is the problem. So now we suffer for their lack of color. And the youth steady asking me, what can we do? I say, free your mind, dear child, free your mind. You see, the true currency is time. They just be messing with your mind. And black is timeless, so we have been priceless all this time. See, we are the constant. Constantly in a stance where we work for the man. And I don't have a plan, but if you could ask me what I think my people should do, I'll tell them find the truth.
Find the truth. Find the truth. You will never go wrong when you find the truth. Guys, let's see each other next week. It's been awesome.
Right away.
It's the MOGL.
It's